Hello everybody. So many people ask me to do a tutorial, a guide, a review, and I started with a new update. I've settled up the software I needed to in order to do, which you're about to see in a couple of minutes, so bear with me. It's gonna take a while. And yeah, bouncing like a motherfucker. Beautiful. It was perfect. But we still lost this game. So, let's jump straight into it. I want to talk about the new WZ113. The new heavy Chinese. Introduced in update 4.9. So let's go into the garage and take a look at the tank. Too bad I lost this one. So, armor profile, okay? Let's talk about the upper plate. It has 120 millimeters, but it translates to above 300 because of the aggressive sloping. The lower plate is 100, but since it's a bit sloped, it's just 150. Turret, that's another business, baby. 240 millimeters, but heavily armored and sloped to 350. And the sides are 200 millimeters that translate into an autobound zone. Here you can see, for example, an FV, a little clip I had bouncing on me like it's nothing. And here you can see a Leo 1 and the E3 rushing me. I wanted to add this clip so you can see, for example, how good the armor is. Slight angle, he hits the upper plate, no damage whatsoever. And the IS-4 also bounces on me. Plain side, I'm gonna explain the side armor in a bit. Want to show you, he can't pen anything. He had the opportunity to just shoot me on the either on the side of the turret or on the hatchets, which are at around 160 millimeters. But with the aggressive sloping on this front armor, no use. Just angle it a bit forwards, and there's the bounce. So back to the garage. Side armor. That's 3 different plates. Lower and upper. And there's a section in the middle. The section in the middle has 120 millimeters of armor. Above and underneath there's just 90. But it's enough so you can side scrape. The turret, it goes stronger from the front till the back of the turret. And it translates, since it's an egg shaped, to the numbers which you see on the screen. You can pause and take a better look at it. Next, rear. Rear of the turret. Really though. That side behind is just 14 millimeters. And even the back, it's just 70 millimeters. So, keep away anything from behind you. Next up, let's talk about the gun. Oh, the gun is beautiful. The gun is beautiful. It has a 122 millimeter caliber. It has 3047 DPM, coupled with 268 APCR pen and 269 heat pen. And yes, it has a PCR as its main. It has a 400 average damage per shot, 7.62 rate of fire, 7.88 reload speed, 1.87 base aim time, and 0.31 aim dispersion, coupled with -6 degrees of gun depression. And you saw the armor profile on the turret and on the upper plate. This thing hold down is a beast. By the way, these are the provisions I use. And if you're asking about the equipment, you can stop the video and take a look at this. And yes, I use calibrated shells, since it's better for the tank, in my opinion. So, Next, I want to talk about the mobility on this thing. Forward speed is 15 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, backward speed, and this is not the best, it's just 15. I mean, you'll get in at the right spot when you need to. But what about the mobility of the tank? Well, about that, it translates like this. The whole traverse speed is 26.73. Meanwhile, the turret traverse speed is just 20.65. So it's good, but not the best. It's probably one of the worst, because many mediums will actually circle of death you. But let's jump into some gameplay right now. This is the first game I'm gonna showcase with this review. So remember, we have a lower plate that's really bad, but for the rest the tank can side scrape and stay hold down. I don't know what this guy was doing. Well, never mind him. Let's just go to a little spot here that actually lets you be hold down and use the 6 degrees of gun depression. Probably you've seen this spot in many other videos. You peek out. The gun, beautiful. Kinda low roll since 400 is the average, but as a snapshot it went really well. Gonna wait, switching to APCR. Oh no, I didn't switch. Interesting. I penned him from that. Well, 268 is pretty enough. And watch the gun depression. Work wonders there. Ah, you gotta love the -6. When I tested it and it had -5, it was kinda bad. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do that a shot like that without exposing way too much. And the low profile of this vehicle is just beast. I'm waiting. Another nice roll on him. No problem whatsoever. I mean, like, the gun is good enough. And yeah, don't ask me how that went in. Sometimes it does stuff like this. Gun dispersion. I wanted to get that T5, but the Foch in front of us was more dangerous. On the move, no problem. Just go forward, FV. Don't stop, try to angle a bit. You can see I tried to side scrape. Switching to HE, of course, if he's good enough. And that's the highest roll you can get with the HE shell. As you can see, I'm keeping myself at an angle and hold down at the same time against that D5. The DPM on this thing is just amazing. It's on par with the FV215B, and we all know how good the FV215B is. Another bounce on the upper plate since this was angled. Let's go to end screen results and see how it went. Beautiful 4.5k damage. High caliber medal. First mastery is first mastery, yeah. It's the tank hasn't been used as much, not many people have it, so it's really easy to have a mastery. And let me show you on Middleburg. Since there aren't any ridges you can use, especially in the city, but you can still use the fact that your side armor is really good. And I'm gonna show you a couple of examples in a second here. Going to the city, as they have full heavy tanks, just one medium that I believe is gonna go down. immediately into a side scraping position, since the sides can actually bounce, because at an angle the armor is above 250, and the gun is actually really good at snapshotting, even if you don't believe me. The ST1, he snapshots, hits the upper plate, bounces. I angle, come out, snapshot, and he bounces again on my sides. Now I see the guy's getting rushed, so I push. There's no point in waiting. Take a look at my left side. Nothing I can shoot at the moment. Another snapshot. You see the traverse speed here. And the third traverse speed, really slow. Not the best. And another bounce. You see the armor profile is really troll. I'm trying to move forward here because I had that U100 pushing forward. I see targets, I pull back, a bounce. Second bounce. Nice 500 max roll there. Now, side scraping time. Always side scrape into the city. Come out, take a shot, back into cover. And that's a TD. And that's the average roll. A bit above the average roll. You can see the enemy 113 not angling it's really easy to pen from the side. So he does a awful job at that. I'm trying to hit, but I don't know why I just missed it. That shot could have went in without any problem. But still, the gun actually works like a wonder. Another missed shots, that was my mistake. The so-called user error. Lower plate, easy to hit. Go and rush him, even if he gets one shot into me, there shouldn't be any problem. But I decide to side scrape, and if you can shoot him underneath, you can see, no problem, pen. He misses. I know he's on 13 seconds reload. I can take 1 or 2 shots. Depends on how fast I am. He gets killed. Easy game. No problem whatsoever. Always side scraping and bouncing off the frontal plate. You don't need to come straight outside. You just need to come on a side. A bit angled when you come outside, so if they hit the upper plate or the lower plate, you have more chances of bouncing. And that's a 4.4k mastery. Very low at the moment because it's a new tank, but wanted to throw this game since it wasn't the city. So let's give it a verdict, a resume. What's good about this tank? What are the pros of it? Well, the good gun it has, and of course the good armor profile it has, because the DPM is good, the gun is good, it has gun depression, it has whole good upper plate and turret armor, but it has cons too. It has the fact that the traverse speed on it is really bad, and you're gonna find yourself against medium tanks which will screw you up because you won't be able to keep up with them. But that's all with my babbling about the tank. Hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, have fun and grind it out, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the tank. Bye bye.